picture this. It's the night before the trip, I'm half packed, half stressed, and I suddenly realized that I haven't shaved. So there I am, standing in the shower at midnight, trying to do the quick shave, nicking my knee, and of course waking up with burns the next morning. And the worst thing is that it wasn't an occasional thing, it was like a routine that would happen constantly. Rushing, shaving, and then pretending that I didn't just burn half of my leg with a dull razor that I of course just forgot to buy again. I know what you might be thinking about, like, it's freezing right now, why are we even talking about hair removal? But hear me out. The sweater season is actually a smooth skin prep season, because the smooth skin isn't made in June, it's made in November. That sounds crazy, but it's actually a reality. Every single year I would wait until like May or the beginning of summer, and then I would have to panic shave every single time I would have to unexpectedly go out. I even had one trip kind of ruined. I went to Dead Sea, which is one of the saltiest places on earth. Of course I had to shave the night before. I had all of these invisible cuts and burns on my skin, and because of them I was not able to spend more than 5 minutes in that sea. I wanted to so badly, but it was just so painful, and it was an actual trip ruined by the hair, as crazy as that sounds. Which is why one day I just decided to start early, and it kind of changed everything for me. So today we're talking about the biggest mistakes that people make when it comes to hair removal and how to actually fix them. And I will of course share something that worked for me. This is the Ulike Air 10. If you watched me, I've shared about this device quite a few times on my channel because I am low-key obsessed with it. Welcome back to my channel. In case you're new, my name is Oleksa, and the first mistake is thinking that shaving is quick and easy. Because let's be honest, it might feel that way. You hop in the shower, grab your razor, and a few minutes later your body is smooth. But fast forward 12 hours, your legs, well, I don't know about your legs, my legs would feel like sandpaper again. But the biggest problem is that either you shave every day or every few days, you would still probably end up with dryness, irritation, and those red bumps that are just inevitable with razors. Razors aren't even that cheap anymore. I actually did the math, and between razors, replacement blades, and shaving creams, it all adds up, and I was spending like 200 or 250 a year, and that price doesn't include my frustration, my labor, and my free time, which is priceless. And that was actually one of the biggest reasons that made me switch to the IPL, because specifically the Ulike Air 10, it uses the light pulses to target the hair root directly so that the hair eventually grows slower, thinner, and then barely at all. And once I started, I was like, why did I even torture myself with razors for so long? Which brings us to mistake number 2, which is waiting for too long to start. This one hits me hard because I actually used to think that I will just deal with the hair when it actually matters, which is the summer. But here's the thing, IPL takes consistency. You cannot just do it once and then expect the baby smooth skin the next morning, because it's a gradual process, which actually makes fall and winter the best time to start, because you're covered up anyway, you're not in a rush, and then by the time that spring and summer roll around, your skin is all ready. I actually started around this time. I started in the winter, I think, and by the summer my skin was smooth, like perfect, to the point that I would be packing for a beach day and think like, I don't even have to shave, like I don't even have to think about it. Or I recently went to Japan for 10 days and I didn't even take my razor with me because I simply don't need it anymore, which is amazing. So if you're watching this, let this be your sign. Start now, because the future you will thank you for not procrastinating on this one. Mistake number 3 is using the wrong device. I think that we've all seen all of those scary images of burnt legs from IPLs. I would think like, what if they overheat? What if they burn me? What if it just takes forever to do in general? Back then, of course, I did my research, and the Ulike Air 10 actually eliminated all of those thoughts for me, because this one, it has a sapphire ice cooling technology, and I'm not kidding when I actually say that it keeps this surface icy cool when it's working. And that's so important, because that's exactly the technology that prevents all of those burns, and that makes it so easy to use on sensitive skin, because you can literally use it on the most sensitive areas like bikinis or underarms without worrying. And it's also unexpectedly fast, because I personally can do both legs in around 10 minutes, which is perfect if you're somebody who's impatient like me, or if you just have stuff to do. And it also has different intensity levels, so I can actually customize it depending on how sensitive a certain area is or how stubborn the hair is in those areas, because so the fact that it has a specific mode to eliminate the most stubborn hair is making me to appreciate it even more. Also, can we just appreciate this? It's so sleek. It's not one of those bulky devices that feels like it's medical equipment. It's so lightweight, it's portable, beautiful, and it's just so easy to use. Let's move to the mistake number 4, which is skipping consistency and still expecting magic. This one is kind of like skincare because if you skip it, you just cannot expect any results overnight. And IPL is a long-term investment in your skin, so if you want to see real results, you've got to stick with it. So at first, I started using it like 2 times a week, and then after a month or so, once I saw that my hair growth slowed down, I switched to like a maintenance, so I used it every few weeks. And then the best part, that after a few months, I was barely seeing any hair growth on certain parts of my body. And IPL results are so funny because it's just one of those things that just kind of sneak up on you. Because I remember that one day I was like, wait a second, why did I shave last night? And then I look at my razor that's just collecting dust on the side. And I'm like, oh wait, this is fun. This is what I actually wanted this whole time. Because honestly, when the skin actually feels so smooth all the time, it is such a confidence boost. Especially if you're someone like me who struggled with irritation and fast hair growth before. But sensitivity and irritation brings us to the mistake number 5, which is forgetting the aftercare. This one is probably the most underrated mistake because so many people just don't ever think about it. They just skip any aftercare and then suddenly wonder why their skin feels dry and sensitive. Personal recommendation, always make sure that your skin is dry and clean before using, but then moisturize it with practically anything you have. Could be a cream, a lotion, or even an aloe gel. And also, if you plan to be exposed to the sun, always use SPF because this is still a very powerful device, and the healthier and calmer your skin is, the better results from the IPL will be. So you can think of it as a skincare for your body that actually makes a huge difference. The last mistake is actually thinking that IPL is just too complicated. This one makes me laugh because I personally used to be that person. I used to think that IPL was just this really fancy salon-only treatment that I would certainly mess up if I tried. But honestly, I've come to realize that this is the simplest thing that you can do. You just turn it on, choose your level, glide on your skin, and you're done. And it has an auto glide mode, which makes it even easier because you can literally watch a show while removing your hair. And all of this technology actually makes the whole experience so relaxing because I don't dread it. I kind of look forward to it. After so many months of using it and having smooth legs, I can confidently say that it's not just about having the smooth legs. It's so much more about confidence that the smooth legs bring me. Like I've said, I've always had sensitive skin, and every time I would shave or wax, which by the way, I only did 2 times in my life, and the second one happened only because I forgot how painful the first time was. And I'm not even talking about the redness and irritation that comes after. But since switching to IPL, my skin feels calm, soft. I don't have all of those bumps. I don't have this strawberry skin anymore. My skin just looks really healthier overall, to the point that even my friends and even my husband started pointing it out. They would be like, are you doing anything differently? Because your legs, your skin just looks so much smoother and calmer. And that is when I realized that IPL is not just about removing the hair. It's actually about improving your skin's texture over time as well. And also the confidence of waking up and don't thinking, oh my God, I have to shave, is just unmatched. It's like one of those things that I don't have to worry about anymore. I don't have to think that, oh my God, I have to dedicate another 10 minutes to make sure that my body is ready for the day or for the beach trip or for whatever the day brings. I wasn't making those mistakes on purpose. I'm happy that you can now learn from them, and that actually when the summer comes, you could be that girl that doesn't even have to think about shaving anymore. And honestly, since Black Friday is coming up, this is such a perfect time to invest because between the discount codes and sales, it's kind of a no-brainer. Because like I said earlier, if you compare the salon treatments or even just the shaving costs alone, you can see that this thing, it pays itself off in like around 2 years. And then after, you're basically getting that smooth skin for free. If you want to try the same one that I have been using, this is the Ulike Air 10. I will leave my discount code and a link in the description so you can save while you start your smooth skin journey. Let me know in the comments if you've tried IPL and if it also changed your skin, or if you're still Team Razor. If you haven't tried it yet, maybe this is your sign. Thank you so much for watching me. I appreciate and love every one of you, and I will see you in my next video.